Oh, well, this is new. Black and white rain. I'm so tired. I can't think straight. My head leans against the car window, too heavy to move. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Bradley's hands on the wheel. He's not saying anything. Not that he's ever had much to say. I must have dozed off out of boredom. Bradley steers us around a gentle curve to the left, and my forehead rubs and bumps against the car frame. I'd rather go back to sleep, but I suppose that's too much to ask for. Wait, there's something wrong with this scenario. Haven't I done this before? Ooh, doo 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 doo. I was on a date with Bradley, and we were driving home, and then I saw something, and something important happened. I can't remember. Was that some other night? The car keeps turning left, moving around in a giant circle. Are we on a roundabout? I can't remember any roundabouts in Memphis. Turning and turning. Where are we going? I've got to lift my eyes. I've got to see. Raising my head from the glass, I stare out into the night. No trees, no houses, no road. We are driving across a sloping black surface that curves up around us like a giant bowl slicked with rain. That's why we keep turning. There's no way forward, only round and around in circles. My feet are getting wet. A giant bowl filling with rain. I tug at the handle of the door, but it won't open. I bang on the glass, but it won't break. We keep going around and sliding further down as the water level rises. There's no escape. Nowhere to go but down. This is a dream! But as I recognize the dream, it slips away from me, and I feel myself starting to wake up. I'm in bed. I must have slipped down somehow. I'm all tangled up in the sheets and there's no pillow under my head. Maybe that's why I was dreaming about being trapped and drowning? Is this when the barrier starts pushing in? So she had a different dream this time around. Interesting. Blearily, I pull the sheet off my face. What on earth? The force field which was covering the windows and doors, blocking any escape from the house, has started to crawl inward. That's what shoved me down the bed. If the fields are collapsing, something must have gone terribly wrong. I need to get help. Everybody, wake up!
Overly dramatic, Janet.
But the force fields...
We know. Come downstairs. We've been waiting for you to wake up.
That jerk! I hurry downstairs. Here, too, the force field has shrunk inwards a few inches away from the door.
Janet, thank goodness you're all right. Where's Bradley?
Bradley hops down the stairs behind me, still fastening his pants, his face a show of confusion and dismay. Obviously, Linz was playing some kind of prank on me back there. Never mind. What's happening? Nathaniel shakes his head.
There is no immediate cause for concern. The power coils are crystallizing on schedule. Everything is on target for the reintegration this evening. This is simply an unexpected side effect.
Unexpected side effect? You said the force fields were a result of power buildup interacting with the security system wiring around the doors and windows. I point at the freestanding shimmer, which is clearly not surrounded by a door frame. Does that look like wiring to you?
It could still be projected. Somehow. Clearly I was mistaken about the nature of the interference. It must be some sort of ethereal pressure differential relating to the growing potential energy.
Cut the techno-babble and get to the point.
Why aren't you more worried about this?
Simple logic. Those field effects have been discernible for days without noticeable change. Based on their demonstrated rate of...
That's not true! Everyone pauses and looks at me. The force field has been getting stronger all along. I noticed yesterday how different it felt. Ask Rafael. And this experiment with Bianca. You started it before Bradley and I got here that night, didn't you?
Yes.
When we first walked through the door, the force field wasn't even visible. You've been building up power. So has that field.
You don't know how this technology works.
Neither do you, so don't tell me you're not worried. Doesn't he know how much is at stake? Doesn't he care?
Please, we need to remain calm. Is she right? Are you snowing us? I have never lied to you about the risks of this. I ignore my stumbling over words because I've never lied to you about the risks of this procedure. They are and always have been substantial. On balance, I would say that there is still a reasonable chance of Bianca being restored by the procedure, but it is more likely than not that she won't survive. Similarly, while the risks to us are extremely difficult to quantify, I would estimate that it is more likely than not that all of us will live.
Are the two sets of risks related? Is it a question of her or us?
No. We might all die together, or all survive. Surviving unharmed is much less probable. With such strong reactions, I do expect a few things to go wrong.
Like what?
I have no idea. Burns, shock, temporary blindness, impotence. This has never been attempted before. There are so many unknowns, and the introduction of you and Bradley to the scenario adds even more variables.
Well, excuse us. We didn't ask to come here.
We all chose to take the risk for Bianca's sake. If I could send the two of you to safety, I would.
But there is no way to escape without killing Bianca.
As I said, the risk parameters have not substantially changed. You can all go about your daily business. I will keep an eye on the lab.
And that whole conversation went a lot differently.
God will watch over us.
But with the burning, twisting light of the force fields pressing in around us, how are we supposed to relax for the day? Lynn's explanations always sound sensible, or nearly so. And I'm a sensible girl. I believe in facts and figures. I believe in calculated risks. And yet, as the others part ways, I reach out for Rafael's arm. Can we talk?
I should help Lynn's.
Please?
All right.
I nod my head at the force field. Let's get away from that thing before anything else happens. I lead him into the dining room where we can both sit down. And then I place my hands on the table, palms down, and I sigh.
What is it? What's the matter?
I never thought I'd be saying anything like this. I never wanted to rely on intuition. All along, you've been saying we were here for a purpose, that there was some design to it, and I didn't want to listen to you because that wasn't rational. But I've been thinking about what's happened, and ever since Bradley and I came to this house, I've had dreams about being trapped. Not just that I can't escape, but that I'm being forced to go towards some particular place. No matter where I try to go, I'll always end up there. Like I'm being funneled to it.
Where is there?
The basement. The laboratory. Bianca. You remember. I saw that at the center of my dream before I even knew she was there.
Yes.
And it's not just in my dreams. This house, the force field, even the wormhole, bringing me to this house, trapping me inside. I tried to get out and it pushed me back in. And now the force fields are collapsing. So just like in my dreams, I'll be dragged down into the center, and I still don't know why. But it feels like my dreams are more than a coincidence. It means something.
Yes, but what? If you think it's a warning that the procedure won't work, I'm not sure Lynn's would listen to a dream.
I don't think that's it. I've never seen an explosion or anything like that. I thought I heard one in my sleep, but that was something happening at that moment, and not a premonition of the future. Why was I the only person who heard it? The others were asleep, but so was I. Why didn't that sound wake anyone else up? Or was there ever a sound at all? All the dreams keep showing me, over and over, is that I have to go to Bianca. Something wants me to go there, and I can't fight it. You said God gives us chances, and brings us opportunities where we can help each other, by offering what we have to someone else who needs it. What if, in order for Bianca to live, I have to die? Can't you figure that out after one time through the The time travel date warp thingy.
What?
That's how these things usually work, isn't it? A life for a life? What else do I have to give?
You want to give your life?
No, of course not. Maybe that makes me a bad person in your opinion, and I'm sorry, but I don't want to die for her. I don't even know her. I have my whole life ahead of me. I've never even had a boyfriend. I want to finish school and have a grand romance and marriage and write a famous book and have my own house. I want to build my future. Maybe it's selfish of me that my life is more important to me than her life. But what good is a life if you throw it away? How could anyone weigh up the value of one life against another? If one person dies or another does, either way, it's still terrible. It's just as bad. The only difference is that my life is mine, and I think it's worth living. Rafael stares at me without a word. Do you hate me now?
No, of course not. I just don't know what to do.
Do you think I'm right about that being why I'm here?
I don't know.
I don't know either, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't stop the experiment. All I can do is wait. Oh, and now we're getting down to the wire. Getting down to the last 5 minutes. Ah! It's always at 5 minutes. Here we go. All in a bunch, we pelt down the stairs, clawing at the rails to keep from falling. Linz! The force field is collapsing!
Janet, be careful!
He catches my elbow as I stumble.
We need to get inside.
Albin pulls the door open and holds it so that everyone else can crowd through into the laboratory.
Power levels are still increasing.
The force fields are speeding up out there. We'll be crushed!
Perhaps I should recalculate my risk parameters. Can you do it, or can't you? With such a powerful reaction, it's clear that something will happen when we engage the plasmonic conduit. There is a substantial chance that it will kill us all.
His hand hovers over a series of controls.
The beta connector's blown loose again. Rafael, reconnect that. 3 minutes and counting. But the levels are high enough that we could engage now if necessary. If the fields keep coming.
I swallow hard. This is it then. My life for hers, or her life for mine? How will it happen? Will I have a choice? I can hear Rafael frantically whispering words that I don't understand. Please don't be in Latin. Aw, man! Crap! I knew it was gonna be in Latin!
Y no nos dejes caer en el tentación.
Or it might be Spanish, actually. It's hard. And isn't this like, and do not bring us into temptation or something like that?
If it doesn't make a difference, then do it now before this gets worse. And may all the gods forgive us.
Linz nods, his eyes scanning rapidly back and forth over the readouts, making final checks. I reach out for Rafael, wanting a hand to hold for comfort in these final moments, but he flinches away.
Cross your fingers. Here we... Wait! Something's not...
Oh, there's the explosion.
Did it work? I don't understand. It was all going so well. What did you do? I'm sorry. Some component must have failed. I can't explain it.
Oh no. Rafael, what did you do? Did you sabotage this to save your lady love? Albin hesitantly touches his sister's hand and his face goes even paler.
Fix it! Try again! We only had one shot. Albin, I'm so sorry.
Bianca is dead.
No!
And then Rafael turns and runs out of the room away from this miserable scene. So I follow him, half scrambling up the stairs in my haste, back into the mansion. I finally catch up with him in the dining room. Rafael? Are you okay?
I couldn't let you die. And now it's all my fault.
Rafael, you're a hero. What?
I know that God gives us chances to make a difference. For Bianca to live, someone else had to die. And you wanted to live. I should have...
You should have what?
I should have offered myself. Lynn's asked me to fix the connector, and I just froze.
Oh, Rafael. Aww. Oh no. I throw my arms around him and hold him as he cries.
I didn't want anyone to die. Not even me. I wanted to live.
I know. He didn't kill Bianca. He just didn't save her. Her life was already over. It could not have been right to make someone else die in her place. He knows that. And he knows that he did not try. Whether he meant to or not, he sacrificed his innocence for me, for both of us, so that we will live. For what it's worth, I'm glad you're alive. It would have been awful if you had died.
Oh.
I'm not sure how well the others would take it if they knew the truth. Especially Albin. Though, and I'm sure Rafael doesn't want to face them. We should probably get out of the way before they come back up from the lab. Hey, the force field should be down now, right? I've never gotten this far. I just realized I lived. I didn't go back to my own place, and I didn't get absorbed into a dead girl's body. Can I go into the new world?
Yes.
We've been trapped in here for days. Let's go outside.
Okay.
We walk to the front door. I was waiting for it to be like, and the force field's still there, what the heck? And out into the light. Wow.
Welcome to my universe.
It's pretty.
So are you.
Oh, Rafael, you learn so quick, you sly dog. This time, when I reach for his hand, his fingers match mine. I squeeze and he squeezes back. I think it's going to be all right. The sun is setting, but tomorrow will be a new day. Epilogue. Janet and Bradley never found any trace of the wormhole or Bradley's sister Susan, or any way back to their home universe. That world was the past. Janet's future was here with Rafael. Interesting. Poor Bradley still didn't find his sister. In light of Bianca's fate, neither of them was willing to rely on Nathaniel for support. However, Janet's knowledge of future advances, combined with Lynn's contacts in the scientific community, provided enough income for the young couple to finance their educations. Opportunity knocked when a talent scout spotted Rafael on the university stage and offered him a small part in a made-for-television movie. He would eventually become a teen heartthrob and star in a series about an angel who fell to Earth and had to help others to earn back his wings. Ha ha ha, cute. Janet, meanwhile, sorted his fan mail to pick out the real-world wishes that the two of them might be able to quietly grant. But no matter how many good deeds they performed with the lives they had won, the memory would always haunt them. All for a purpose. But this is only part of the story. Wow, what a wild ending. Rafael, why does it feel like you committed a crime? But not really. Oh dear. So very interesting that Janet actually got to live her life out, and her and Rafael made it work. And Rafael stopped living with Lynn's, I guess. And they did their thing. Man. Alright, kudos, you two. Living your life and things. Too bad I can't leave you like that, though, because Rafael has a bad ending, so he'll probably end up sacrificing himself. Oh no, that's gonna be sad. Well, we gotta do it anyway, though. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed Rafael's route, and maybe I'll see you over in the bad ending. So, until then, I will see you later.